because I'm so fucking bad at it.
Oh, dude, yes.
Like
Hi.
comments, and it's not because I'm ignorant or I don't mean to be. It's just like I'm thinking, I'm not reading. So
I get
yeah.
easily distracted. I forget, but I will. I'm gonna make an effort. I'm doing it.
So Albert, you wanted to come on this live with us, yeah?
Sure.
Cool. Are you in the UK? Yeah, I'm in the UK. Everyone say where you're from. Let them know. I'm from the UK. Albert, tell the people where you're from.
Hollywood.
But you live in Hollywood.
Near there, yes.
What's it like out there? Is it as weird as the outside seem to think?
A lot of smog and pollution.
That's LA though, isn't it? That's like in general.
Yeah, it's really packed. Too many people.
Yeah, I wouldn't be in LA. It wouldn't be for me. And Tara, please tell the people where you're from.
I'm from good old Canada.
Neighbours. Neighbours with Albert.
Oh my god.
And New Dawn is also in Hollywood. And yeah, it is polluted as fuck. But every major city, I'm kind of glad I don't live in a major city. I don't think I could handle it. I definitely couldn't handle living somewhere like Hollywood. So, have you always lived there? Were you born there, or did you move there from elsewhere? Or
Yeah, are you talking to me?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I've always lived here.
Oh, born and
Since
raised
one
in.
years old. I was born in Texas,
Oh, you're born in Texas, but moved to.
California.
Yeah, well, that's the one. What inspired the move then? Was that like the whole movie thing that you're doing and all that?
That's right.
Got you.
I got a
How's that?
howl in the moon.
Say that again. Sorry.
I have to howl in the moon.
Have to howl in the moon. Yeah, we've all got to do that from time to time.
Aw, thanks, Wendy. You're such a sweet, sweetheart. Oh my god. Aw,
So
thanks, Sarah.
this movie stuff that you're doing, then, what sort of stuff is it? I mean, like, are you actually like got a contract or anything like that, or is it just something you're putting together like out of your own money and stuff?
That's right. I make my own contracts.
Got you. How long have you been doing that sort of that kind of work for then, like the movie thing?
Over 10 years.
10 years. And
Wow.
you only recently just come to thingy Substack.
Is to meet other writers. Because without the writing, there is no movie.
No. Hey, I was just asking if you've only just joined, haven't you? You haven't been there that long.
Nope. I
No.
came. I created an account probably last year of September, but never actually posted anything until last month.
All right. What
Oh wow.
what spurred the change?
Uh, I like my horror community.
Yeah, to be
I
fair, it's
miss
not.
my horror community. The most loyal community is that community.
I don't know. I think there's loyalty amongst every community if you meet the right people. But you
Me
know,
That is
too.
true.
Well, I mean, because given like the genre you're into and the fact that you said that you're really, missing that horror community. I mean, I'm really shocked that you kind of picked me and Dee to sort of come on here and chill with you on the live because neither one of us is really known for our horror. We're kind of like off the wall, very humor filled type of, you know, people here on Substack.
That's who I like to gravitate toward. People with uplifting message and higher vibe energy. Because I don't like to. The horror community does tend to have a lot of psychic vampires, and they tend to drain people a lot. So you guys don't. You uplift each other. That's why I'm here.
yeah. But I feel like that's kind of the point of something like Substack, isn't it? Like to push other people and what they're doing. It's kind of why I got into doing the voice stuff. I don't really write so much now, but I can still help people in other aspects of their work. So it's that voice stuff I'm doing. It's more for them than it is for me. So
Well,
it
exactly.
can. But I feel like we were saying, every corner of that site has got decent people amongst each one that you would happily help. So yeah, I'm quite open to helping different people from different aspects, doing different genres, and yeah, I think it's you can't remain one dimensional in something like that. I don't think.
Well, if
Yeah,
we as artists don't support and uplift each other, who's going to do that, right? If it doesn't start with us and we build our own community, then how can we expect other people to enjoy and appreciate our craft? I think a lot of people make the mistake where it's, all about them and what they're doing. And, they don't take the time to appreciate or give a helping hand, to other people and, uplift them. That's just
no,
my 2 cents on it.
no, I'm inclined to agree with you, but I was actually talking to somebody else. This was a couple of days ago, actually. And he was saying like, I haven't tuned in with your pod, etc., etc. I'm like, yeah, cool. It's don't listen to it. Listen to it. It's up to you. But he was basically saying he's got quite a big following, and he was saying that he's not really a consumer now. He hasn't got the time to consume because there's too many people sort of wanting his work. That was the gist I got from the conversation. Anyway, he didn't outright say it like that, but that was the gist of the conversation. So I do kind of get it. I think I'm not a big account at all. So for me to help other people is not really that much of a big deal to me because
Well,
there's a load of other things that I'm doing that other people are expecting. I do a podcast once a week. That's kind of it.
I think
So
it comes back down to prioritizing though, because I have a few people that have like 17,000 people that are subscribed to them and they're paid and everything. And they still take time to interact with people and to uplift when they can, right? Like I think it's just what you consider to be a priority. And I mean, I can see how you'd get overwhelmed after a certain point, but I think that's when I wouldn't personally forget my own like circle of people that had been there and still try to reach the new and up and coming people as well. I guess I've seen people do it. I've seen people find the balance.
I think it's also just doing it in the right way. Like Albert, for example, you do a lot of horror stuff. There's nothing to say you couldn't write a viral horror story that goes fucking massive. And all of a sudden, you've got, I don't know, 10,000 new subscribers. All of a sudden, you've got thousands of people now expecting you to produce. So your time for consumption would drop.
Oh,
And
for sure.
I think on Substack, there is a nice balance where, and I'm in this position at the moment, I'm not a big account. I don't really wish to be because I think there's a lot more freedom when you're a smaller account. But I think if you're actually trying to grow, I don't know, a story, a business, or anything like that, if you're trying to grow anything, then there's going to come a point where you don't have the time to consume anymore because you're too busy creating. I think that threshold depends from person to person. But yeah, that's definitely what I think. Hold on, there's quite a few people in the comments. I am going to try and pay attention to these people. I'm so sorry. There's quite a new Dawn does voice acting. Hello, Wendy. Nice to
Really
see
cool.
you. Yeah, there's quite a few people that get into doing like different things now and doing voice work and stuff like that. And I remember when I first started on my old account, it was very different back then. I'm trying to think when I first came to Substack on that account. I think it would have been about a year ago ish, a year to 18 months. But it was predominantly writing, so fiction and articles, really. And then I don't know, in that time, more things have been added. You've got more people doing things like this now, lives, podcasts, voice work, videos in some cases. People are creating with AI and making the most of that. It's it's going off in new directions, I think. And yeah, it'd be interesting to see where Substack does end up. But I think if you're already fairly successful in what you're doing, I'm not saying Substack ain't the place for you. I think it's somewhere for everyone. But if you're already successful, I don't know how much Substack would have to give you additionally what you're doing if you've already cracked it. Does that make sense?
Yes. Yeah, Sarah, they are clips. Yep. Sorry, I'm trying to keep an eye on the comments here too.
No, thank you, because I'm shit at it. I'm so glad one of us.
Yeah, see? I'll show you guys. Yeah.
But Albert, what is it you actually do outside of writing and stuff like that then? Or is the movie business like your paid profession as such, or is it a vocational thing? Like, how's it working for you? I'm just curious. I've never spoken to anyone who hates films, so
Uh, it's both, but I'm also a caretaker on the side.
got you. So there's still like two jobs essentially then.
At the moment, yes.
Yeah, yeah. But I guess you plan on shifting from what you're doing on the side to making movies full time.
Correct. But also writing a novel. I'm currently writing the sequel to Bram Stoker's Dracula. And as you can see, I play the villain.
I had guessed
Yeah.
the mask was why, yeah. But so is the novel the reason you got onto Substack in the first place? Was it that put you there?
Actually, the novel came from a idea a Substack user told me I should do. Is that the copyright stuff after over 100 years, the original work is public domain and is allowed to be used. So I just thought right there during February to write the novel. And then for some weird reason, the lady that gave that idea got frightened because I was actually all the way into chapter 8 when she just disappeared completely. I don't think she wants to read my book, but whatever the case, I'm actually about to hit halfway into the novel. It's going pretty good.
So do you think she was like frightened of you or the novel itself? Like were you sharing like as you were writing or
I did not share any of the actual work, but an update of thank you. I'm actually writing it now. I think it's both. I think she got frightened by both.
yeah.
I tend to have a very strong energy, and when people feel my presence, they kind of shrink.
You find yourself to be quite an overbearing character then, as a person, not your character like a villain, but you yourself. Do you think you're quite an intense person?
I can be, but typically I'm the quiet one in the back, just watching and observing people. And typically I'm the one that, the black sheep of the community, the one that's,
Every community
hey,
has
we
them.
don't know this guy, but because he doesn't talk a lot, let's put all our drama and shit on top of him and say this is the focal point here.
Do you not think
So
that?
I typically go ahead.
Do you not think that that holds you back, being so quiet
Uh,
and just do
it
it?
it did one time, but I'm not. I don't operate on that level any
Sure.
longer.
I guess if you want people on board with what you're doing, you got to compromise on that level sometimes. If you want people on you,
That's right.
I know that can be quite difficult to do, especially if you are an overbearing or intense character. But it is that compromise thing, unfortunately.
Well, do you like feel like you overlap your character with your real life? Is that where that intensity comes from? Like you're always staying in the character or is it just your like own personal personality that comes across as very overbearing and intense?
Uh, sometimes it get blended so well that I can't even decipher the walls or the boundaries of where one bleeds into another. Um, so sometimes I'm asking myself that question and trying to figure out: Am I playing a character or is this who I really am?
So do you
Yeah,
feel like the character you're playing, you're not really playing the character, you're just being yourself? Is it like that?
Sometimes that does happen as well. So both of your instances do occur.
Got you. Alrighty. So this someone's asked you actually in the comments, what's the name of your novel? Sarah was asking that.
Oh, um, Dragons rules the night.
Dragons Rules the Night. Get involved, people. And
that sounds like a really interesting title.
you've only done one part of it at the moment, and you're halfway through the second one, yeah?
Correct.
Gotcha. And how many parts is it altogether? Like, how many have you planned?
Could you ask that again?
How many parts of the novel, like, have you planned to do? Or have you got a set amount of books you want
Just
to do?
two. Two.
Two, just two part. So at least that's nearly done then. And to be fair, like again, if you're coming on Substack, that's probably the best place to start with, especially with writing. I think. I know you've found success in other things, but Substack is a writing platform. So yeah, fair play. You've come to the right place, and hopefully you will find your people, mate.
Looks like I
There's
already
some
have.
really amazing people here that are actually in the horror genre. I respect quite a bit. I don't tend to read a lot of horror. I mean, I do if people like request it, but I've actually met some really amazing horror writers here on Substack. So it's definitely the right community. And like Dee says, I really hope you find your people here too.
Thank you. I think I have. Um, I don't discriminate, so I don't like to just stick around horror people. I like people like you too, and attracting people on the higher vibe level.
No, but I think that is the beauty of Substack because I've spoken to people that ordinarily I wouldn't meet in any other walk of my life. Like they don't work in the same industry.
Sure.
We don't mix in the same circles. Equally, it's also pushed me into reading things that I wouldn't ordinarily read.
Oh yeah, me too, actually.
Who's written it? Not because of I'm interested in that particular genre of story. So, and again, like when more so since I've started doing the voice stuff, you inadvertently end up reading things that either don't always interest you or you wouldn't think would interest you, and then you get halfway through and you think, actually, no, this is fucking brilliant. But because it's not your genre, it's just not something you would go to. So it has got a way of pushing you into meeting people down different avenues that ordinarily you wouldn't go down. It is good for that.
Yeah, and like stretching the like you said, the boundaries of what you think you'd be interested in, right? Like, I mean, I consider myself to be a pretty diverse reader. There isn't a lot of genres that, I won't try to pick up and have a look at. But I mean, like even somebody had requested and tagged me in an erotica piece. It was like it wasn't just like erotica, it was like hardcore, like, something I wouldn't speak out. But I mean, I did do the review for that person, and it actually stretched me a fair amount, to be honest, because it was like torture erotica, so it wasn't like normal.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was a very stretching, and you do meet people like people that you wouldn't ordinarily have a chance to interact with, and also a lot of like-minded people too, which is really cool. I love Substack in comparison to other social media platforms that I've been on.
I just don't think there's a level of toxicity the same as what you'd find on like X, for example. I mean,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
a social media site. And I mean, all right, that's changed a little bit now. Equally, like if you're an article writer, there's a space on there for you. But you find that those corners on that site, they don't interact with the other corners as much as what you would get on Substack. So it's
yeah.
again that way of Substack's got this way of sort of not forcing you into things that you're not interested in or wouldn't ordinarily look at, but because it's very like there is a community here. So if someone's getting picked on or trolled or whatever, that person will usually have an entire community backing them against this one troll.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I don't
I've
usually get
seen it.
elsewhere. I would say, like, obviously Substack has got its arseholes. It just has, but every site has.
They do. I mean, you're never going to escape it entirely. I mean, but from what I've seen and what I personally experienced, it's nowhere near as intense as other platforms. And just to answer Sarah's question here, my sign says love is always the answer. Sorry, Sarah. Trying to stay on top of comments here. It's
But yeah, I'll bet do the same.
so what do you think so far, Albert? Like, how has your experience been? Have you interacted with like, other people like so far or
Their works. That's why I created the magazine. I go diving just to read other people's thought process and the way they write, and I go into other genres to see what's the best type of writing I personally enjoy so that I could put it in one solid book of a magazine, which will be released in like 2 days. Volume 2 of my magazine, Sure Stack. You guys should check it out. It's amazing.
it's
And
actually
I,
beautiful.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, I'll definitely check that
I
out.
come I'm coming from a cinematic movie background, so when I designed those magazines, I wanted to pop and lift off the pages and have a different vibe to it compared to what I typically read. So I'm like, here, this is what I would personally read. I'll design it this way. So I have no blueprint of how other people have been doing it. I just create it from my own head. So that's what comes out.
It's that you know what? From a lot of the other sort of, magazines that I've read, like online magazines, visually, it's extremely appealing to me. I found it extremely appealing. It was very beautifully done aesthetically, and the setup was cool. And I like how you combined different genres. Like you have the photography, the artists, the writers. You've managed to take different elements and form some sort of like cohesive uh and it's beautiful. It's not weird or choppy.
No, it's been well done. Was that I did some voice work for you. I think it was the Sandlot performance or something. I think that's what it was called.
Yes.
Is
You
that
guys
this
enjoy that?
just so I'm on the right page?
Yes.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, it is the one I was thinking of. Yeah, it was very good. I read the whole thing. I only did the voice work for the last. I think it was the last story on that magazine, but I did read it all, and it's professionally done. I didn't initially. I didn't actually think it was all your work. I thought it was other people's as well, and it was all sort of like a compilation. But no, it was really well put
That's
together,
right.
and yeah, awesome.
Some people had nightmares, they said. They couldn't handle that story. So the second in volume 2, it's a lot less shocking and visceral, a little more creepy and ghostly because I know some people had nightmares for the first one. So that's
Really?
just what I like to do.
Would you ever consider doing another genre outside of horror?
Yes. On volume 3 of my magazine, I plan to write Western.
Oh, nice.
Oh, that's cool. I actually quite enjoy those. So yeah.
Yeah, it's
Sorry
different.
guys, it's like hot as heck here. I decided to have a drink.
I go for it. It's humid here as well.
Did you read my other stuff as well?
I haven't read all of it. The stuff you asked me to obviously do the voiceovers for, I've read in depth, and I think when you've sent across the work, there's been other works in there that you haven't asked me to read, but they've been included anyway. And
Mm.
you've sent, and yeah, to be honest, I like it all. And horror isn't usually like a go-to thing for me. And I think the mark of someone that's good at what they do, if they can keep someone interested that wouldn't usually be that interested, then you're on
Oh
the right path.
yeah.
Yeah, I was great. I think you did it really well. I'll be
Thank
interested
you.
to see these novels as well. I mean, like I was saying to Tara earlier, actually, I'm not a massive book reader. The things I have read have been more non-fictional and educational than fiction. I actually got more into fiction after getting onto Substack. But no, I would be interested to read those novels. Yeah, definitely. Well, at least the first one for now.
It's actually interesting too because when Dee and I were talking about what we were reading, because I was thinking back to the question that you'd asked me of who was my favorite author. In the last, like, I'd say 10 years, I've been really reading the same as Dee, a lot of nonfiction. And it wasn't until I came to Substack about a year ago now, like it was a year as of April, that I started reading fiction again because I've just been so into reading like nonfiction stuff, like ancient texts and, just I don't know, learning things and, that type of. So when I came to Substack, a lot of when I read fiction, it's here on Substack. And there's so many talented writers actually. So I'm very much the same as Dee that way. Like that's why I think I struggled to come up with an answer on the top of my head. Like in my past, I read a ton of fiction. I was really into science fiction, fantasy, I read romance because I'm a girl. I like that kind of stuff. I read, I don't know, like westerns. I read pretty much anything and everything. But as I got older, I just tended to gravitate towards the nonfiction more for some reason. And Substack pulled me back into that fantasy world. And I love it. Like, I'll be honest, I love it. So if I have a favorite writer, it's the people here that are, keeping, I don't know, like they're creating these worlds and, they're writing these stories and it's wonderful, to be honest.
I think it also changes a lot when you get to know the person. Because
Yes,
for curiosity anyway, you kind of want to know what they've got to say, whether
I
it's an
agree with you.
article or whatever it may be. If you're interested in that person, quite often you'll be interested in their work. And
I think that does make all the difference, to be honest. Like you're more invested in what they
yeah,
have to say, right?
yeah, it becomes a lot more personal.
Yeah.
And I think this is going to sound a bit weird, but I think being likable on somewhere like Substack goes quite a long way. I don't even think you have to be. You got to have a level of talent, obviously, but
Mhm.
if you're a very hard person to get on with or gel with, or hard to work with in a collaboration or anything like that, then I think you could find it much harder to get that audience of like your personal fans. Do you know what I mean?
I
Substack is
100% agree with you there, Dee. I mean, you don't have to be the world's greatest talent to make something of yourself on Substack. Being a nice person it goes a long way. Like, I myself don't consider myself some great writer, with some endless talent, okay? I love writing. I do it. I write things that I want to read. I write things about things that interest me. That's why, like, you can go on my stack and I have, like, so many different, subtitles of like genres that I write about, right? I mean, but I'm not some epic writer that's gonna be, going down in history books. Like I'm just like it's a hobby. I enjoy it. It's fun. It's a way to connect. But I mean, there's so many talented people here on Substack that like I said, and yet I have a big community of people, and they're always rooting for me and supporting me, and that's great. And I love that.
yeah, it is a supportive place. It just is. It
It
has,
is.
and like we were saying before, it has got its twats on there. It just has.
Mhm.
But like, for every bad person you meet, there's like 100 good ones. Like in all the time I've been on and off of Substack, I don't think I've ever had like a proper falling out, horrible fucking argument with anyone. It's just not that sort of place. But you go to, hang on, who's this? Wise Wang. Who's the brooding cutie in the middle?
That's Albert. Yeah, you mean the Wolfman?
Yeah, that's Albert. I've completely fucking comments. Sorry, people. I'm just going back through them. But yeah, anyway, it is a nicer place than Eggs. It's not so polarized, and like I think the other difference is on places like X, what you think politically, what you pray to, all that sort of stuff, that matters way more somewhere like there than it does on Substack. It's not so hateful. Like there's people that I speak to who are probably a lot more left wing and liberal than I am, but I get on all right with them. There's no viciousness between us because of what we think. What your opinions and stuff like that are not so polarizing on Substack, and I think you'll find that if you are behaving a dick, there's plenty of people there that will keep you in check, and they're your people that will keep you in check. It's not some fucking stranger.
Apparently, the lawnmower's getting fired up. Sorry, guys.
Even hear it. Right. Have we got anything else to say, people?
Yeah. I mean, I know, Albert, you said something about wanting to have a chat first. You're a very quiet person. So, is there anything else that you want to say before we get into those crazy, wild questions that Dee worked so hard to come up with? Or
I just
do you have
wanted
any
to thank
questions
you
for me and
personally
Dee?
for no, just a comment of thankfulness and gratefulness for your written words for the postscript or the postface in my magazine. It blended well, and it's a nice conclusion to the whole magazine.
Oh, you're so welcome. Thank you for the invitation. That was, very thrilling for me because I've never done anything like that before. It was a great opportunity. So,
You're welcome.
Cool. Right. So, shall we crack on with these questions then?
sounds good to me.
Before we get in,
Oh,
you're probably going to need a pen and a bit of paper because you're going to have to down A or B or yes or no. So, are we prepared?
I don't have a pen and paper. So,
Or use your something to write on, anything. Back of a cigarette packet will do.
dude, hold on.
That's all right. Take your time. I'm gonna make another smoke whilst you get prepared, and I'll explain the rules of the game. So there's 9 questions. They're not all horrible. Some of them are just weird. Most of them are weird, and they're all multiple choice. All you got to do is write down what you think: A, B, or C, or one or two, yes or no. And you've also got to write down what the other person or what you think the other person will pick. For every choice you get of the other person's that's correct, you get a point. Whoever has the most points at the end wins. Is there any questions before we begin?
Yeah, I kind of missed the first part, D. So basically, what we're doing is you're reading the question, and then we have to guess what the other person picks.
Correct. All the questions are multiple choice. So it'll be A, B, or C, or yes or no, one or two. You write down your answer and you write down what you think the other person will pick. At the end,
Okay.
across every point, for every question you get right, or every answer you get right of the other person's, is 1 point. Whoever has the most points wins. These are not serious questions. Nobody is judging you on your answers because some of it, and there's just no nice answer. So we'll get into it, shall we? Are we ready?
I'm ready to go.
Cool. Right. Number one, science has prevailed and created a pill for one of these things. What would you prefer the pill to be for? A, you can eat and drink whatever you want with no health consequence. Or B, 1 hour of sleep feels like 8. Just say when you're ready to move on and we'll move on. Oh yeah, people can play along that are listening, obviously. Like, you know, you can guess what these two are gonna say. Right, you
Okay.
ready?
I'm good.
Cool. Number two, would you rather freeze time or rewind it? Just let me know when you're ready to move on, obviously.
I'm good.
Right. We good to go?
Yep.
Cool.
Oh, are you good, Albert?
I think he is. Yeah, he's nodding. That'll do. Right. Number three, you meet the love of your life, but they have one of these animal behaviors. What one would you rather they had? A, use a litter tray. B, dry hump guests' legs.
Okay, so what
Wait,
was the first one, D?
what's the first one?
The first choice.
What
Hello?
did you say for the first one?
A, use a litter tray.
Literature. What's that?
A litter tray. It's a box that cats shit in. I don't know what you call it.
Oh, use a
Oh, litter box.
litter.
Litter
Yeah,
box.
we call them litter boxes.
A litter box, litter tray, tomato, tomato. Or B, dry hump guests' legs. Just say when you're ready to move on.
Okay, I'm good.
Cool. I think that means yes. I think that's what the howling means. Like, I've got a feeling you're going to shit in a box, aren't you, mate? Right. Cool.
Oh shit.
Number four, you're a sporting legend in their prime. Which one of these things would you prefer to achieve? Win the Super Bowl, win the FIFA World Cup, or win an Olympic gold medal in a sport of your choice? We good?
I'm good to go.
Cool. Albert? Beautiful. Right. Number five, would you rather be able to communicate with animals or communicate with people in photographs?
I'm good.
Cool. The next one's not nice. I, we
I'm good to go.
right.
Is that a dream?
Correct. No point rewarded. It was obvious. Right. Number six, you can have one wish come true if you eat a whole bowl of your partner's sick. Would you do it?
Ew.
Right, there's only three more to get through. There's only nine all to say when you're ready.
I'm good.
Oh, awesome. Number seven, you die temporarily and meet God, only to realise he's about 18 inches tall, severely disfigured, rude, an overall pathetic specimen of a being. When you return to life, would you change religion or continue worshipping the God that you've just met?
I'm good.
Cool. Cool. Quick drink break.
It's a good thing I got a drink in time. Seriously, these questions are fun.
Right, number 8. You go for a solo trek through the jungle and get lost. In the process, you stumble across a community of chimps. Immediately, they see you as a god. After 6 months, you're found. Do you return to normal life or do you remain Lord of the Chimps?
Hmm,
You good?
I'm good.
Wait for the how. There we are. Right, last but not least, you're a career criminal planning one final heist that you will definitely get away with. Which of these two, or sorry, which one of these two would you rather do? Raid and empty Fort Knox completely, or raid and empty Vatican Archive?
Sorry, can you repeat that?
Yeah. You are.
Sorry.
You ready?
Yeah.
Cool. You are a career criminal planning to do one final heist that you will definitely get away with. Which one of these two would you rather do? Raid and empty Fort Knox, or raid and empty the Vatican archives?
Oh, okay, good. Yeah. I'm
When we
done.
reference, let us know. Right. So, Tara, what did you say for number one?
I picked 1 hour of sleep.
Cool. What did you pick? What did you say Tara would pick, Albert?
B? What was B?
1 hour of sleep. That's a point for Albert. Albert, what did you think Tara would do?
Um, A?
Hang on, Tara, you picked B, didn't you?
No, yeah, I picked 1 hour of sleep. I'm an insomniac, man. So an hour of sleep that feels like 8 hours, sweet.
Cool, hang on. I'm confusing myself here. So Albert got your selection wrong. Did you get Albert's selection right?
He,
I'm
he picked 1 hour
No,
of sleep, right?
no, I picked Tara B. I thought you were asking about yourself. I thought you picked A.
No, I picked sleep. So Albert, did
No,
you
no,
pick
no.
sleep?
Yeah, I picked sleep for Tara, but for D, I picked A.
Oh no, I'm
Oh,
not
okay.
involved in the game.
Oh,
This
you're
is
not playing?
no,
Oh,
no,
it's between her and I. Okay. I thought you were playing.
no. You
I picked I
Tara,
I picked B for her, and I picked B for me.
Okay, well, I picked sleep for him too, so that's 1 point, right?
yeah, cool. That's 1 point each, yeah?
Cool. Okay.
Cool. Right, we fucked that up, didn't we? Right. Tara, would you rather freeze time or rewind it? What did you say?
Rewind,
Cool. And what did you pick for Albert?
freeze.
You picked rewind for yourself, Albert, and freeze for Albert. Albert, what did you pick for yourself?
I picked freeze for
Tara,
myself, and
what did
for Tara, B. B is rewind.
you, yeah, that's what you picked, wasn't it, Tara?
So we each got another point.
2-all already. Number 3, litter tray or humping guest legs? Tara, what did you pick?
I would rather him dry hump guest legs. Seriously, I'm not cleaning that litter box, bro.
All right, and what did you say Albert would pick?
I figured Albert would kind of be up for the litter box.
Oh, and Albert, how does
Yeah,
that cross reference? Did you pick the
that's
litter
why
box?
she's reading my mind. I picked the kitty litter for me, and the kitty litter for her, but I guess not. She wants
Oh,
the wolf pack to come
right.
and grind. Okay.
3-2 to Tara. Right.
She's winning.
Number 4, the Super Bowl, the World Cup, or a gold medal. Tara, what did you pick?
I pick FIFA. We're a FIFA family here. And for Albert, I picked Olympics because I have
Okay.
no idea.
Albert.
No, I picked FIFA for myself and Super Bowl for her.
No
Okay, so we both got that one wrong.
points for anyone. Stalemate. Right. Number 5, communicate with animals or communicate with people in photos. Tara, what did you pick?
I picked animals for both of us.
Okay. Albert, what did you go for?
I picked photos for both of us.
So we both got that one wrong too.
Right. Number 6, are you eating the bowl of vomit? Yes or no? Tara, what did you pick?
Oh, hell no. And
No for both of us.
I got that one wrong. I picked yes for Albert because I didn't know.
Oh my
Oh,
lordy.
that's
Some people
Ugh.
will do anything for a wish. I just know I won't. So I didn't know.
I'm tempted to 2 points just because you said you'd do that. That's
No, I said no.
3-all. Yeah, that was a last page. Right. Meeting the pathetic specimen that is God. Would you change religion or would you continue worshipping him? Tara, what did you say?
I'm like changing that shit. I put for Albert that he would like continue. I don't know. Just given the genre he's in.
Hang on,
I put no for both of us.
Oh no. He's winning.
did you say you said Albert would change or not, Tara?
He
No,
said
I said
not
he would
change.
continue.
Say that again.
I thought Albert would continue just because of the genre he writes about, right? I thought he'd be into that more darker shit. So I thought he would continue.
And Albert, you said both of you would stop worshipping, yeah?
Yeah.
That's Albert's point. Albert's
I
taking the
know.
Albert's gone in for the lead. He's winning 4-3. You got some catching up to do, Tara. Right. Hey, you gone and met the chimps. Are you staying with them or are you returning back to humanity? Tara, what did you say?
I said remain Lord of the Chimps for both of us.
Albert,
Likewise, remain Lord of the Chimps for both of us.
point each, but in the lead. He's 5-4 up. So we'll come down to the last question. You're the career criminal, Fort Knox or the Vatican? Tara, what did you say?
I said Vatican for both of us because I want to know what's in that shit.
To be
Same here,
honest,
Vatican for both of us.
you got Vatican as well.
Hmm.
I could give a shit about what's in Fort Knox. I want to know what the Vatican's hiding in that vault of theirs.
Fort Knox is gold. It's like billions and billions of dollars worth of gold.
Yeah,
I
but
think,
the information that's being like stored, I
uh,
mean, you don't think the Vatican doesn't have treasure in there?
yeah, of course, but it's not the same amount. What's down there is fucking priceless. But I'll pick the Vatican too. So anyway, all said and done, Albert wins 6-5. Congratulations, sir.
I'm not good at this game.
Right, that concludes that. It's been fun, people.
Yes, it was fun, D. That was a great game. That was hilarious.
We eventually got there, didn't we? A bit of confusion at the start. That's my fault. That's what happens when you try and fucking let me take control of something. It usually gets fucked up. Right.
I should have realized there would be a need for a pen and paper.
I should have said at the start, shouldn't I? Really, I didn't even think. The questions didn't really come into my head until you mentioned it. So, well, better late than never. Anyway,
No, you did really well. I like the spontaneous way of doing things. Thank you.
oh, you're welcome. The pleasure was mine. Right, I'm going to love you and leave you, people. It's been a pleasure. We'll do this again someday. Take care of yourselves. Have a joyous weekend. I'll speak to you soon. Love ya.
You too.
Yeah,
Bye.
comments. Take it easy. Have a good one.
Yeah, thank you all for tuning in. Are we going to
Yeah,
end this here now, Albert? I think we're good.
thank you for coming.
Okay, bye for now, everyone.
Much love.